Yeah.
Okay, so I'm here in Latvia, and we just finished our first steps to success, and I've met a few ladies and heard some stories that completely blew my mind, and I had no idea that these stories were happening here. And so I want to introduce you to the first, because we're going to do 3 separate videos with each one of them, because their stories is going to completely blow your mind as it blew mine. So tell them your name.
Hello, my name is Agnese, and I'm from Riga, from Latvia.
So you're a mom, and you got a hold of First Steps to Wealth.
Yeah.
And what happened when you read the book? What did you do after reading the book?
First of all, I read and I get an answer on my family's one very bad thing, because in my kinder, when I was a children, I always heard at my house we spend so much money in a grocery. I was like, I grow up and I do it still in my family with my kids and all the stuff, and I was like, just norm. And I never get an answer, no in church, no in none of financial seminars, and I was like, wow, finally I got an answer. It was my first. Then I read, and it was time when I was just really wanted to manage my finances. The situation was bad. I was totally alone at home with kids.
Yep. How many kids?
I have 2 boys. Then my youngest I just gave him birth. He was like 1 year, about something like that, and I got a lot of questions, and I just needed to raise my incomes. So it how it starts. And I read in the first letter there was a testimony of one woman who said a statement that people gives money for sugar for centuries. And I was like, is it true? So I was like, okay. The next statement was, then he said, where you are now, you can earn money with doing what you are know the best now, what you are doing now. And I was like, it's impossible with me. I was kids at home. Before I was a church leader and a full-time. And only in my mind, I'm going back that job.
Right.
And it was like, it's normal. But something was like in my heart, just growing. And that morning, after I read the book, I just got my private time with God, and I got the idea, cook. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing every day with my kids.
So awesome.
So I need to cook. And I got the next idea, called to the church and said that after 2 weeks on Mother's Day, so make some stuff and just to sell. They let me, and I started doing with my kids. We cook a lot of alphabet and numbers, just to parents play with kids, because I was a full-time mom and I got so many ideas how to teach with kids. So that's what I started. And one of them is also the truffles, which I tried 1 year ago at home when I was just raw food eating. And I was totally just lose my weight and I look not so good. And I got an idea about this raw truffles, and I made them all too. But after my first trade, the people will love it. And I thought, okay, maybe it's a good project.
And you were making, so you were really focused on raw foods, right? So, making everything raw, so no gluten or sugar, so you're using more natural sugars and stuff like that. Okay, so you're reading the book for Steps to Wealth, and in the book it talks about you can start a business and you can make money with what is already in front of you, with what you already have. Like you just start a business. You're thinking that's crazy. Like, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom, what can I do? And so I love that you ask even the question, I'm a stay-at-home mom, what can I do? Because it's so important to ask questions. When you say, I can't do that, then it shuts off your head and there's no solutions, right? So here you say, okay, I can cook. So you start making something, and these truffles, which by the way, you have to try her truffles. Especially the ones with the coconut on top. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And there's no sugar in them, right? And oh my goodness, they're packed with like good nutrition and all this stuff. So you start just baking at home with the kids. And this is a year ago?
This was 2 years.
2 years ago. All right, so you get a hold of the book 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and you get this idea, I want to make more money, so I'm going to start baking. Okay, and so what happened? Like, where is your business today after reading that book and starting to bake at home?
Yeah. I started to bake at home, and after 1 year, I changed, and now I'm a little manufacturing. And I hope
Wait, so you start at home, baking at home, and then like selling to who? Who did you like first start selling these things to?
I go to the coolest Riga's market. This is on Saturdays.
So like a farmer's market?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they love it. On my first time, I just sell everything.
Wow.
And I got two clients like, come and sell to my shop.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, how it's going to be. And I like design, everything I make, helping my friends and all this stuff. So it's how it starts.
Wow.
And this is first year. And I started to make a relationship. This is so good with any teachers today. This is amazingly like works so much. I had this little bit natural, just to talk about people and share about, talk about them. And I thought, wow, that works so good.
And that's in First Steps to Wealth. We talk about how to build that rapport, put the focus on the customer, right? Find out what their needs are, make them feel special, make them feel important, and that's what you were doing with your truffles.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you have two shops that want you to bring goods to their shop. They're going to start selling your truffles.
Yeah.
Where is the business today?
Today I am in 25 places.
25 locations.
Yeah.
And you're now manufacturing these truffles.
Yeah.
You really need to see the packaging. I mean, the whole thing is absolutely brilliant. Did you design your packaging also?
Yeah. This was my idea, and I got a girl who just making a computer.
On the computer.
Yeah.
Okay. So she designs the labels. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like very, no, it is. Like everything in your packaging. When I saw the bag, I'm like, yeah. Like you want to eat it. The packaging is delicious. Do you know what I mean? The food on the inside is delicious. It's very hip and nice and very clean. Like you didn't make it really complicated. A lot of people like do too much with their packaging often. But you have your packaging representing the product, right? So it's good raw foods, and some of them, right? Some of them are baked goods. So and it's all natural items and right, that's good, healthy for the body. And your packaging doesn't say granola tree hugger, but it says clean. It says clean is what it says. It's clean, classy, elegant, yummy. That's what your packaging actually says. You did such a good job. Okay, so you're literally like 2 years ago you get a hold of First Steps to Wealth.
Yeah.
You read in there stories of other people who had success. Why not me? If they had that success, why not me? I need to make more money. I'm going to start. I'm so blown away that you are now in 25 shops, that you're all the way here in Latvia, and I did not know you existed. I want to hurt you. Like, I had no idea that your story even existed, and it just blows my mind because you're such an inspiration to other stay-at-home mothers that want to make more money. And within 2 years, here you are, manufacturing 25 different stores, and now how many people are you providing jobs for as well?
Well, right now I have 3, in this year, so I started alone.
Yeah.
With my friend. Mm-hmm. Then we divided, and I have 3 girls. Like constantly, they are making. But in December, we are 10 people there, and working in the morning and working still in the evening. But in selling, I have 2 teams. Like I start with them. Like last year at Christmas, I was alone, and I make my team to sell.
Yes.
I teach them about product. I show them how to do it. And in this year, I was like, how will I do that? I have 2 malls. I have still Saturday, Sunday in the Riga, the center.
Yeah.
How will I do that? And I was like, I need a team.
Yes.
And these girls who I teach year before, I was like, you will be in my place in one mall,
yeah,
and you will be in another mall,
yeah,
and you make a team around you.
Yes.
So she have 4 girls, and she have 4 girls.
Wow.
So I have 2 teams.
So you have 2 teams, so 8 women that are selling your product. Wow.
1 man.
1 man. Okay, so you have 8 people that are your sellers, plus the employees.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You're blowing my mind. That is so exciting. So I guess you're making money.
Yeah. I was a little ashamed to go and to share my story because I don't have numbers. I don't have thousands, millions, billions. It blows my mind. And I was sitting and I have a lot of goals, aims, and all this stuff. And I believe in next year I will write you a great testimony.
No, this is amazing. No, this is an amazing testimony. And yes, you need to start tracking numbers and all of that stuff. But look at this. You started with nothing. And you started with a book, a desire to succeed. You take that book, you follow the directions, you follow the skills that we talk about in there, from relationship and recruiting a team of people to sell your products. Even in that is in First Steps to Wealth. You start building those relationships. To be in 25 different locations is amazing to me. I mean, there's people whining and crying about their finances, whining and crying like, I don't know what to do. How do I fix my situation? But you stepped up. You know how many people read a book and do nothing? But yet here is this woman all the way over here in Latvia who is a mom working in her house and building a business. There's no excuse for anybody. So if you've not gotten a copy of First Steps to Wealth, you need to get that right away. And by the way, they have it in Latvian, we have it in Russian, we have it in Spanish. I can't remember. There's like 8 different languages the book's been translated in. But I love that I come to a country and see, here's the result of somebody who took advantage of materials that were there. Come on, it's inexpensive to get a hold of a book. She's followed directions. She's here now at First Steps to Success. She has results, and you can have results too. So if you already have the book and you haven't read it, hello friend, it's time to read it. Now, next, it's time to apply what's in the book, because these kind of results come out of that book. And next, it's important that you join us at the next First Steps to Success. Come and get totally infiltrated with all of this knowledge and all of this skill and all of these abilities so that you can really, really, really change your life. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. This blows my mind. I am so proud of you. You have inspired me so much. I'm serious. Like, it just blew my mind. When I saw the package, heard the story, it was like, I have to tell the world about this. It's so exciting. It makes writing the book worth it. When I see something like this all the way over here in Europe like that. So I'm so proud of you.
I didn't get the money first.
That's why
I read this book in the nights when kids were sleeping online on my computer. And I was just studying and just writing down.
Wow.
And then I read, I need to invest. I go and buy my first book.
Wow, that's incredible. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see where everything goes from here. So read the book, follow directions. You're going to be the next story like this. God bless you. Have an awesome day.